2025-0106, budget amendments, budget amendment, solid waste fund. Thank you, Mr. Palmer. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Gillum. Any questions?
Mr. Chairman, included, I think everybody got the copy. We got the breakdown of the cost from Mr. Perry. This is for the community center. He recommended $250,000 from the solid waste fund to get the project. We're not anticipating on using all the 250, but we're gonna have no in there in case we go over certain items and we're not having that. And this will, like I said, come out of the solid waste fund, which I talked to Eric, and it is a very helpful fund balance. And this will not have anything to do with taxes or anything like that.
Mr. Jones, can I ask you a question, sir? Sure. The price of stone from Vulcan Materials is $40.88 a ton. Is that pretty competitive in the market?
Not what I'm paying.
Are you getting it from Vulcan?
Yes, sir.
What are you paying?
$18.75, I believe.
It's delivered?
No, we pick it up.
Okay.
It's under $19.
Mr. Roach, we can give that same price. We can piggyback off of his state bid or his bid for that, and we can get it for the same price. But when Mr. Parrott was researching cost, of course, he got what the cost is. He didn't have any idea what our cost is.
So we're getting a break because we buy so much from it, is what you're
Yes.
saying?
Yes,
Okay.
that's put out for bid every year.
Every year.
And if we need rock, we get to purchase for what the bid is as well. Parks and any other company in the county.
Well, that significantly impacts this bid, because you're talking about half the cost, potentially.
Of rock.
Yeah. I mean, that's yeah, on the
But we would
rock.
have to get it hauled there. But
You
that's
would
just the
recognize the full
cost.
discount, but you wouldn't, you still wouldn't come close to that if you pay the whole bill.
That's the cost of the rock itself.
There's
Yeah,
no
lots of trucks on the stone.
He was estimating.
Is that not in the quote?
What was the question?
How many tons of rock he was estimating?
$66,000 total. And so you're looking at 66,000 divided by 4088, right?
Right.
So that's 1,614 tons.
Right.
And I mean, if it's 25, then you're talking about a difference of $22,000, $26,000 almost, 25,000 some change.
And on the fence, Miss Earl, the $10,000 difference there, who's giving this price on installing the fence? And why can't we get it to the exact cost?
Well, these are just estimates, Mr. Elvis. That has to be put out for bid, and then when those bids come back in, we would have the exact cost. We can only get estimates prior to a bid going out.
And this is all pending, what are we getting into when we start doing our excavation? That hillside could have a lot of shell in there, it could have no shell. If it's got more rock in it, then that's gonna pack down, it'll be less rock that we have to put down also.
Yes, my concern with that resolution is, and I'm not saying that this would happen by any means, but if we do a budget amendment for $250,000, does that mean that we're going to try to spend up to $250,000? Or if we know that rock's going to cost half of what we're quoted, can we decrease the amount that we're allocating and still fall within enough cushion that they can get the project done? I guess is my question.
I think it's a fair question. In the past, we've always erred
guessed $25 a ton if you factor in the cost of gravel and delivery. Does that sound about right, Mr. Jones? If it was $18 or $19 a ton and then rounding up to 25 for delivery, would that be?
Usually it's in between 65 and 75 cents a mile to haul, or $5 a ton. Some do tonnage, some do miles.
Do you know
That's
which,
about all.
yeah, do you know which one Vulcan does by chance?
That would be the trucking company, how they charge.
Oh, I see. Okay, because Vulcan's not gonna haul it themselves. Okay, I got you.
They have trucks, but they'll still pay a premium.
So, if we decrease the budget amendment by 40,000, would that be enough cushion, do you think?
I think it'd be close.
And to be clear, if we, and there's nothing to stop it, if we don't budget it this time, we can always come back and change it, right? Is that correct?
You can, but just remember, we're under a tight time frame right now. So that means if that bid come back for more money than we had in the budget, we would have to stop, come back, ask for more money, then it would have to be put, it could make us be sitting there for 30 days.
Well, I guess I'm just thinking the project estimate right now is $211,000, including $40.88 per ton of rock, when we know that we're gonna get it somewhere around $25 a ton. So even at $40.88 a ton, we're projecting the project to be $211,000, and we're asking for a $250,000 amendment.
But just
So-
remember, Mr. Roach, when we estimated the cost of the roof, and it came back 3 times more than we estimated in the beginning, and we just had to set on that.
Well, that's not gonna change if you're piggybacking off of the state bid for rock.
It's not, the rock's not
Yeah,
gonna
right.
change, but the excavating might, he didn't have anything in here for contingency. Something happens, I'm just saying.
And we don't know what we're gonna get in that bank. We don't know if we're gonna, blast, to get rock out of there. That won't be never a problem.
So I guess my point is, when you got, when he put the quote together, he built in, the amendment has built in a contingency for $250,000, over $211 that we're estimating it's gonna cost. If we know that we're not going to get the rock at $40.88 a ton, he gave us that quote based on $40.88 a ton. So you're not gonna change the amount of cushion that you've got. We just know that we can get that rock cheaper, so therefore we can decrease the request for the amendment.
I don't feel comfortable going down to 210. I think if we're gonna decrease it, we should at least stay 220, 225. If we're gonna decrease it. I don't want to run bare bones here because
Would that be right, Jason? Would we be saving 25,000? Is that what you said?
So, so.
Using the $25 figure.
Yeah, that's right. So you're talking about a difference. So the total quote for rock is going to be $66,000. And so yes, if it was $25 a ton instead of $40.88 a ton, it's going to be $40,000. So yeah, you're looking at $25,650 in savings.
What if we made a motion to decrease it by 25 down to 225?
I mean, I think it's showing a little bit more of an effort to try to get it closer. And if you're willing to make that amendment, I mean, I think.
Okay. I'll make a motion to amend it, the amount increased by I'll make a motion to make it 225,000 instead of 250.
Okay, the motion has been made by Commissioner Gillum to decrease the amendment to 225,000 for the amendment. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Mr. Gibson. Any discussion on the amendment itself? Seeing none, we're going to vote on the amendment. Ms. Sarah, will you call the roll, please?
Would you be so kind to go over that again? I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am, I'm sorry.
I was writing.
So Mr. Gillum made a motion to amend to change 250,000 down to 225,000.
Okay, got it.
Make a second by Mr. Gibson.
Now, there's different types of rock that would be different prices, but any division, that's crushing run, so. You have to have bigger rock, the bigger the rock, the more it costs, the smaller rock, which don't make sense to me. The less crusher costs more, the more they crush it, it's less, so but it's in ballpark, $19.
So you feel like 25 is a pretty fair guess, going in, that he should be able to get that rock for,
Delivered, you're in the ballpark.
okay.
Okay, this is on the amendment. Danny Alves,
No.
John Gibson,
Yes.
Robbie Palmer,
Yes.
Joshua Gillum,
Yes.
Jason Roach.
Yes.
4 yes, 1 no, motion carries.
All right, so now we're back on the resolution as amended. The resolution as amended. Is there any other discussion? Okay, Sarah, will you call the roll on that, please?
Danny Alves,
Yes.
Robbie Palmer,
Yes.
John Gibson,
Yes.
Jason Roach.
Yes.
And Joshua Gillum.
Yes.
5 yes, motion carries.